Folks, I got something really big for you. This is going to be fantastic. I'm teaming up with Josh Martinez to bring you one of the most controversial trading systems out there. It's happening live tomorrow at noon Eastern. Make sure you follow the link below, register. You really don't want to miss this. The strategy involves betting against dumb money. That's investors following outdated strategies that no longer work. It's controversial, but extremely lucrative. The trades have already delivered gains of 395%, 420%, even 444% in just a matter of weeks. Not years, weeks. Today, I want to tell you about the story about the genesis of this strategy. You see, it's the first time we're making the strategy available to the public, but I first used it in the 1990s. So let me tell you the story. It's the coolest story ever. So I lived in Los Angeles in the late 90s. I lived in LA till 2017, but I was a kid. I just started trading. This was, I think, 1998, and internet just became available. And DSL just became available. And DSL was cool because you were able to get internet at a fast speed. So it was first DSL, then cable, and then what we have now. But DSL was actually fairly quick, especially back then when the internet was not that complex, there weren't that many users out there, et cetera, et cetera. So get the story. In the 90s, there were a bunch of businesses that started out. And what they would do is they would rent office space and they would get a brokerage license. And they would get platforms, trading platforms, and they would invite you over. You would trade at their office, and you would able to basically trade with a bunch of people. The problem with this was no one knew how to trade. So you had block trading, Go trading. You had all these firms popping up all over Los Angeles, and I'm sure other parts of the country too. I wouldn't know. I was in Los Angeles, but these offices became very popular, very trendy. It was like the place to go. You could associate with people who are traders, you could day trade, swing trade, and you could do it all right there with a bunch of other people. So if you didn't like being, if you didn't want to sit home, and remember, this is with fast internet and machinery that wasn't available at home. This is something you had to be there, so you had to go there every day. So I went to this firm. It was right on the corner. If you're from LA, it was right on the corner of Wilshire and Westwood. And it was a big building. I go in there. It was called Go something. I don't remember what it was called. Go Trading or Go To Trading. I don't recall anymore. I'm going back over 20 years here. This is 1997, 98. So it's a funny story. So I go in there. And I'm looking, there's like 20 guys there, and I sit there for a couple hours, and I realize no one there knows anything. They have no clue. They're basically losing money, some slow, some quickly. So I asked the owner if there was a way I can get this platform sent to my house so I could see, not trade, but I could see what everybody's doing. So I had to pay like $5,000, and I had to get a DSL pipeline to my house, all this customized applications. But here's what I was able to get. I was able to see what every trader in that office was doing. And you know what I was doing? I was taking every trade against them till they figured it out. But I was basically taking the opposite sides. I looked at every trader. I figured out who the worst trader was. I looked at the indicators they were using, and I took the opposite side of the trade. And I was doing this for about 7 months straight. And I guess the company went belly up after that because, I mean, how long are these guys going to sit in a room and trade money? They're going to lose after a while. And so the whole thing, and plus internet became faster, and then you were able to start doing all this at your own home. This business model fizzled out, but while it was there, it was the best thing ever. And I'm going to tell you something. There is no better way to make money than by fading. Then fading means doing the opposite of what traders who don't know what they're doing are doing. So if you think markets are random, if you see how fast these guys lose their money, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. And all you had to do was buy when they sold and sell when they bought. Now, we saw the indicators they were using, and basically they were doing things that were just totally outdated. So flipping, what beginners are doing, is the best way to make money fast in the market. Folks, I hope you understand why what I'll be showing you tomorrow is so darn powerful. The truth is, most popular trading strategies you read about online, they're dead. I mean dead in the water. The simple strategies that you hear about might have worked once, but they've been crowded out by now. I mean totally outcrowded now. They will rarely turn out a profit. And you're better off taking your money to a casino. At least you get comped if you lose. At least some casinos, right? Nobody knows this better than big institutional traders. And they're actively trading against millions of retail traders following outdated strategies. I know it sounds silly, but I'm telling you, they're doing it. So I've teamed up with Josh Martinez to show you an easy way to reliably detect when Wall Street moves against dumb money. We call it Smart Money Spikes. We're going live tomorrow at noon. We're going to show you all the details of how the system works. All you have to do is click the button below. See you there.